Welcome everyone, it looks we're live. Continuing here in a world's first for an unsuccessful one-man Linux distribution and putting money where my mouth is, hereby announcing our new feature bounty program. What I previously mentioned before giving back to the community, I always planned this, I mentioned this a couple of times. And now we start with this. With the bounty program, so in contrast to security issues, and yeah, obviously security issues you will find plenty because we just use written in C Linux kernel and C libraries and stuff. That is not our thing. And in general, I said before, I hate this a little bit that people are paid plenty of dollars for security issues instead of writing nice new code. So, and I would actually prefer if more projects and distributions and stuff pay people to actually do stuff. And I tried this with the RISC-V board here, previous video, I have it on my desk, but I contacted AMD and Hi5, Sci5, and basically nobody was interested to finance just some 8 hours of my time. So we start small, I'm not yet Elon Musk yet. So I marked here some GitHub issues with Bounty S, Bounty M, and Bounty L. I need to document this more properly, but basically so far, because until I'm more of a millionaire, we start with 10, 20 and 30 euros, I would say, and we will adapt this in the future as we will see. And yes, that is not the most, but this is basically starting this and some sign of goodwill and motivating people. In the long run, as T2, the YouTube channel and all the stuff becomes more successful, we can certainly make this larger. So also, those issues are not even the biggest, right? So some stuff is like, hey, if you love T2 or Linux, run it on your PS3, SG Octane or Apple Silicon, and you want to earn some 10, 20 bucks. And again, we can make this bigger and better the more you share, like, and subscribe and stuff. And so, for example, package Cinnamon, right? So I mean, also for other distributions like Debian and Gentoo, you would do that for free, and in T2, hey, you get now 10 euros or 20. Yes, that is not the most, but leave me in the comments below. Just checking the waters, testing out how this goes. Other stuff like Cinnamon, of course, some packages, but it's mostly copy and paste or write some SED and GNU.org or shell script. Or here, this is one package Valve Proton, for example. So if you do that for 1 hour, you can get 10 euro, for example. At the Swift language, so all those stuff, yes, this are not the biggest work items. Many of them you can do in 1 hour if you're super skilled and got the hang of T2 maybe in 10 minutes or 15. Before we continue to going through the stuff, so the how this works is, so it needs to be bugs. Like I'm not yet sure if everyone can just use this label. So I also need to write the fine print down in detail on the T2 website, but basically, obviously, only stuff that I marked bounty, like you cannot just go there and mark your stuff bounty and then say, so obviously stuff that RXR BLN, aka myself, marked bounty. And then this needs to be useful working stuff, right? In the code style, in like a clean, readable, like non-garbage code style as used in T2. And it needs to mostly work. Of course, tiny nitpicking, of course you will still get the bounty, but like if you send some random garbage, then of course not, I will like, yeah, maybe refactor this or rework this, but like it needs to be like 90% okay-ish, right? It helps me little if you send me some random garbage and I need to clean it up for 1 hour, then that is not a win-win for me. So yeah, it needs to be clean and mostly work, and again, I will not be that picky, but not random garbage. And so otherwise, so some stuff like here, some packages, right? Package Nmidgen, like get 10 euro, package Spinal HDL, GraalVM, Scala, Julia. So some of the stuff might not even be too complicated, or Google Chromium package. And so Google Chromium, we even tried this live on this channel here some 6 months ago. It mostly built, except, yeah. So why do I do this, right? You might wonder, this unsuccessful woman YouTuber with this funny little company there, why is he doing that? Why is he starting to throw money out of the window? I can also share this link. Is he a millionaire already? Yeah, working on that. Is it even useful? Maybe, whatever. And so it's even a win-win for me, right? So this is stuff that I would I would personally like to have or would be useful to me, but that are a little bit like some of these packages are, I have to admit, a little bit annoying to package. And some I tried, like for example, Julia, or did I mark Swift? Maybe I marked actually, you know what, Weekend, did I not mark Julia? Oops. Did I not mark this M? But also, I still need to get a hang on this management stuff. So let's make this actual M and remove web usability, remove S. So quickly you earn 10 euro more. So all of this stuff is hopefully saving my time, and this is even a win-win, right? If I can probably earn more money with other stuff, like running my company. Also, yeah, don't delay, try our paperless office stuff today, right? Exact Scan OCR get recompress. Then I have stuff I would want packaged into two, like an Midgen, Spinal HDL. This stuff, for example, I don't really need this, right? If I urgently would need this, I would have done this myself already. But in Midgen, it's like, yeah, maybe it's nice, maybe it's not. But for example, Spinal HDL, I would theoretically need if I would want to build other people RISC-V course that VEX RISC-V or so written in Spinal HDL, I think. So it's still a win-win. Also, I'm not the most thrilled to package that, and some stuff is annoying, like Julia and Swift. I try to package this, but yeah. And again, I will not be so picky, at least as long as it's mostly clean code and it's sort of builds for me. Sure, I can patch it a little bit, I can tweak it a little bit, but basically it needs to be a useful contribution that I can reuse for most of the part to earn this bounty. Payment will be like PayPal or whatever. If you are in, yeah, I mean for 10, 20 euro, 30 euro. And again, so that is the beginning, right? If this becomes as increasingly successful as our YouTube channel, we will increase that in basically, I could basically put like 100 or 200 euros aside and grow some account at Exacode, for example. Actually, this could actually increase. I'm not as cheapskate as Tim Apple or something. So yeah, that was Bounty S. We also have Bounty M. For example, open right now. Let's also make the Swift actually. I mean, theoretically, you know what? Let's be a little bit generous. Let's also make Swift. You know what? Let's all this stuff. Let's make it MU. So you should have some fun with it. Yeah, it's not like we're some orange fake president. We can actually freaking afford that. So live on this channel, this is M now, because why not? There you go, M there. Okay, we only need to click this once. Amazing usability. Did this also save? No, it updated. And Spinal HDL, yeah. So all M, so 20. Otherwise, it actually looks too little. Maybe I still leave. We certainly, yeah, like some easy peasy packaging stuff we can leave as again. I will document this, but you have my words that we well. But yeah, don't make getting this money too complicated, right? We just pay this with PayPal or something. If you come there with Western Union or stuff, then it's like some normal means of transferring money and no shit coins. Graal VM, and what else do we have here? Yeah, so this stuff. So that was M. Open Office to get this compile again, and some of the stuff I might even do myself the next day. So don't delay, don't wait too long, because for example, Open Office I need in the company, and if nobody claims this bounty, I will probably. I actually started, so you are off to a good start there. It starts to build. At least if you have enough dependencies and stuff built. It errors out quickly with, did I document this? Maybe not. Maybe I will also put more bugs here into the issue tracking. OpenOffice currently errors out very quickly with some library not found. So like maybe the second or third sub-project or something of that sort doesn't find some lib so whatever or something. So there is, I have also no idea why. This is like, yeah, YOLO, whatever, you had me at, you don't find your own freaking libraries. And ironically, OpenOffice built previously, like from 2004 to 2010 or so, but yeah, you know, the future is now, and regressions and amazing build systems. Swift I also took a look at, but it was like, yeah, YOLO, whatever, it's, you admit. I even patched around every 30 minutes, but, so yeah, that's for you to earn. Basically, some packages are, I think, nice to have. Did I also edit L cross, okay, we have one L bounty, 30 euro. And again, depending on sharing, liking, subscribing, and acceptance, there will be more of this. So this is basically a rather larger task that I started to take a look at. That is somehow hack up G-object introspection to cross-build. Right now, when you build with T2, you get like everything cross-built without the freaking amazing G-object introspection for the C portable assembler front-end thing, macro preprocessor, glorified stuff. So this is why it starts with G. And so the way that can work is other like Open Embedded or whatever, people have patched in there to use QEMU, but I find this too annoying, too error prone, too large of a code base and degrading performance when you need to run this stuff to QEMU. So I don't quite it looked like it might natively open the binaries. They have also like different flavors of G-object introspection. Basically, this is like introspection of the G-object, as the name implies, glib G-object stuff in GNOME and other such projects. And it looked to me, and this is why you also usually other people use QEMU for cross-compiling. Well, native compiling of course works, but cross-compiling, so they need to like natively lib LD open and libelf stuff, whatever, of running this code or something. In my opinion, maybe that's not easy, maybe that's difficult, that is why it is L, but if you want a challenge and earn 30 euro, and again, maybe we increase this in the future, have some fun with that. I think it should be possible because they have this stuff marked up in the headers, so I have no idea why they natively run some code there somehow. Again, totally recurring theme here, 2021, not amazing software design decisions and strange infrastructure, but it would be amazing. I don't want this if you work on this thing, not the QEMU solution, right? The QEMU solution, I could YOLO myself. I don't want this for supporting architectures like Intanium or others, not yet or never or deleted from QEMU. And in my opinion, it should be possible. It would be probably some partial rewrite of whatever G-object introspection is doing there. And again, like with OpenOffice, I might do this in 6 months. So if you want to work on this, maybe solve something next month, because eventually I might get back to that. So that's basically it. I hope you find this as thrilling and amazing as I. I hope it's a win-win. I always said I want to grow this YouTube channel with supporting the open source creator theme better than big companies are doing this. In my opinion, most big companies mostly use open source people and projects as zero cost slave labor. I don't like this the most. And on this channel, and hopefully soon more pre-edited videos, the more we grow, I envision also more like video collaborations with other people. We will see what we can do in the future, like reversing stuff or infrastructure or languages or other fun stuff. So if you have ideas, if you're a YouTube creator, reach out to me. And this is basically the start. And if this hopefully goes well, at least, yeah, so far I can afford this, and I think I should in the future only be able to afford this more. And if you, by the way, if you want to propose stuff, sure, feel free, right? You can also, if you have some stuff you want to work on, reach out as well. We can certainly add there some issues to track that and mark those bounties. Accurate asked, if you can provide a base or T2 Docker image to be able to run T2 from another distribution. Yeah, you could. Yeah, we also probably should improve that. DTART has previously provided LXD, I think, container images. Maybe we should also provide like pre-set up container images, exactly as you say. You can simply untar all those tarballs from the ISO, like mount the ISO, like 4F or 4T in all this tar, wildcard star, tar X F $T, done. Extract all of those in some directory, change rule in there or docker z or whatever. That of course does just work. Actually, you know what? Let's just open another. I have probably 30, if not 50 more issues in my personal to-do files. Maybe in the future I put everything in there for other people to work on. And again, not all of those bugs earn a bounty. I just added their package box 86 because I thought maybe it's cool. I think the code looked a little bit shady, but nonetheless, box 86 might be cool to have for x86 stuff on ARM. But again, not all the random stuff that is not important to me or other people file there does not have bounties, so only that stuff marked with bounty obviously has a bounty. Container. Let's make an issue of provide some kind of Docker other container images. So yeah, there we have that. And I was thinking anyway, maybe we should change the distribution process. Maybe we should actually default to providing live images. That probably would be nicer to try out for most people. Not sure if it's the most amazing thing for Sun Spark or RISC-V, but at least for like PowerPC, P3 or other, certainly x86. Maybe it's better to have like not the tarballs, but a pre-installed image like live CD or USB drive. That is also how a lot of embedded stuff is distributed nowadays. Think RISC-V unmatched with some preset up SD card image. That would have the benefit that you can just use it, can just boot it, and also maybe we can set this up in a way that it directly works in some kind of container, or of course, in any case, you can of course run it in a virtual machine, even here on Mac OS maybe. This is probably, so yeah. So like, yeah, don't need really Docker, just run it in QEMU or your Apple Silicon stuff of. Also, I think I should, whatever. By the way, if you are new to this channel, we of course do this distribution fun business for 20 years already, since around over 20 years, and do this stuff from ARM to RISC-V. And so last night, because totally no effort, right? Last night I also actually rebuilt the ARM 64 for this Apple Silicon and also Firefox without LTO. I tweaked somehow, so we need Ethernet obviously. So it looks on a first glance that LTO, link time optimization, broke Firefox on ARM. It could also be other like Rust update or other random stuff. I probably should rebuild this with LTO to checks because I have a fresh rebuild and updated and tweaked Rust and Cargo on the way. It's a usual win-win of improving stuff at night. And it is, I have to say, so this is software, right? This is not even passing through. This is on Apple Silicon. This is with open source QEMU using T2 for Homebrew. And it's like actually surprisingly snappy for that being unisolated frame buffer stuff. And otherwise, oops, why is here also some modify key not working, because why should it? And so this is surprisingly snappy for actually I didn't try video yet, but yeah, I mean this is full software decode right now anyway, right? Because skip try, because whatever. So yeah, as much to a little QEMU on ARM64, Apple Silicon and stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and leave some comments below, or reach out to me for collaborations and bug bounties. Shut down there. That was thankfully the right terminal. And yeah, if you want to claim bounty, just drop me a note, like probably best document your work, having a pull request there or patch there, and then reaching out to me that you would like to receive this, preferable with PayPal or whatever, PayPal or similar. Not too complicated, again, no crypto coins and other shady Western Union stuff. I will not go and wire 10 or 20 euro with Western Union from some post office, but yeah, reasonable payment terms. In Europe, we could pay with a wire transfer from a bank account, and yeah, cheers. Looking forward to that. Hopefully a win-win situation. And again, as per usual, this is only the beginning. So much more stuff to come, including more bounties, the more we are successful here. Actually, you know what? Let's add 2 more bounties, because why not? One more thing. Let's add some large bounties of support for building BSD with T2, replacing the Linux GNU user or Linux kernel with net open or free BSD. Label that L because people deserve some support, and similar because why not? Let's do the same for actually. How did I add support for building? Nothing like copy and paste. It's support for building. Haiku. Similar here, did I building ecosystem with T2 using their kernel drivers and user lend. And then let's do the same with what is the current Darwin situation at support for building. I think currently was it pure or open? Once it was pure, or was it previously open? No, it's pure. Again, this requires adding some packages like the kernel stuff and downloading this from some sources and building all of this with configuring GCC or Clang in a way that builds this stuff. And last but not least, for my kernel, this T2. The title might vary now a little bit, but who cares? It's support for building some kind of F4-based microkernel system with T2. There are multiple L4 microkernels. There's also L4 Linux. So yeah, something of that sort. Just to motivate people to work on interesting stuff. I hope you found this interesting, enjoyed this, and have some stuff to work on. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon for all the next videos, fun stuff, and bounties to come.